I got rid of the red shirt, so you can tell it's a different video. I know I have too many videos with the red shirt. Probably don't know which is which. So I always try to put a title or, you know, name the video. Anyway, now I want to say the pandemic had a big thing to do with why I'm doing what I'm doing, or had the success I had. You know, it's not that I planned what I'm doing during the pandemic, anything like that, but I worked on myself. I got a chance to work on myself. I got a chance to sit around and think, because there's nowhere to go and nowhere to hang out with. You know, I went on Zoom for AA, and now I have enemies all around the world. You know, but you know, it's just it gave me it was a pause, a big pause, long-term pause. You know, a lot of people went crazy during the pandemic. You know, they couldn't be alone. They couldn't handle it. You know, they didn't know what to do. Businesses went out of business. You know, and it's just restaurants had to close because nobody was coming to eat. You know, and barbershops. Who's going to get a haircut when you know, just let somebody stand that close to you? You know, during the pandemic, it was like remember the 6 foot thing? So it's pretty hard to get a haircut. But the guy 6 foot away is going to cut your hair. So, certain jobs, you know, it just didn't work. It wasn't able. And you know, I predicted the pandemic. I predicted it in 2018. I went to jail for 30 days for it. Had 3 years probation for it. You know, I don't want to explain why, but not at this moment. Later on, but I got charged with a crime because I wrote my prediction down and sent it to somebody, and they thought I threatened them. And I said millions of people were going to die. I didn't say you're going to die. I actually said I don't know who's going to die. I said you know millions of people are going to die in 2018, and 2020 millions of people died. So you know, you do the math. But you know, it's just, and the pandemic, it really helped me with my patience and relaxing and staying in my skin and not worrying. You know, look, adversity makes us stronger. You know, look, it just is. It just does. You know, that's why you little people, they're tough people. Little people are tough people. I don't know. You can't call them midgets anymore. I don't know what to call them anymore. Little people, I guess. I don't even talk about that. I'm just talking about like people that are 5'5" or 5'4", you know, haven't been 5'4" all their life. You know, they're tough people. They've been beat up all their lives. They've been made fun of. They've been overlooked. You know, it's not hard to overlook them when they're 5'4", but you know what I'm saying? It's just they've been beat up all their lives, so they're very tough. But a lot of them are very jaded. You know, they became the monster, you know, instead of just letting it go off their back, you know, like a duck, you know. But and it's unfortunate for the people that let that happen. It didn't make them a better person. You know, maybe a better fighter, but not a better person. And you don't want them around, you know, because they're always fighting. Everything is a fight. Everything's a fight. You know, the milk for the coffee is a fight. You know, it's like, I want half and half. You know, it's like, all right, buddy, just relax. You know, it's just because they're a monster now. You know, when you're a monster, you don't have a good day. You know, and that's hard. And I feel bad for these people, you know, but you know, look like you're big people, you're tall people, like a Shaq. How many people had a fist fight with Shaq? Shaq probably didn't have a fist fight in his life. You know. But and he's very soft-spoken. He's very calm. He's very nice, from what I can tell. I mean, I never met him, but I don't think he's mean. I'm sure you can piss him off. I don't think you can piss anybody off, but he's not mean like a little guy. The little guys are mean because they're still fighting the world, even though there's no fight. There's no fight going on, but inside that body, there's a fight going on. And with Shaq, there's no fight. You know, and that's the big difference.